Is this?
You've almost retraced Wanda's
I did.
steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying.
Hmm.
If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
You were only trying to encourage Wanda's growth.
That may be, but there were other ways I could have helped her.
So what did happen?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her.
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
But what about Sarah and the others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation, I think it may have to wait, dear.
How
If you
much
still
longer?
want to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
I believe I have found one already.
Of course you have. There are 2 more fragments somewhere. Find them and bring them to me.
Mother. Perhaps I ask too much of him. Autumn reveals all.
You ordered pizza without us? Fuck. Well, tell your mom where she ordered from.
He is in agreement.
How the fuck am I supposed to find the other moon seals, dog?
The goddess disagrees. Hippus does not seem to agree. She does not see it happening. Autumn be praised. The son of Gaia approves.
Damn, who was it? Wow, that's a wild. You're telling me my character is too inept to climb this side of the fucking mountain? That is a wild. That is wild, dude. What, dick pics? Where's Taki? No. Where to find Moonsil? Jesus Christ! Where the fuck am I supposed to find the rest of these moon seals, bitch?
As a place to die, this isn't about...
I can't say that, but you can say everything else. Alright. Alright, thank you. Went up the steps. Okay. Ran up the steps. Cut through the graveyard. Bitch, where the graveyard? Where the fuck?
There's only so much Hippus can do. Fascinating.
Is it? Up the path. Okay.
Autumn thinks otherwise.
Okay. Can you use Purify, bitch? Thank you.
Hippus will provide.
Cool beans.
This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find.
I was getting frustrated. That's some bullshit. Alright. I think you need to get the second one, but they told me to go to this one, I think. This one.
Your mother spent much of her time here, before and...
Yeah.
Here's another shard. 2 down, 1 to go.
What you mean 2 down, 1 to go? We already got the other one, bitch. Bro, I'm getting tired of her. Like, we didn't... Oh, and I gotta travel all the way... Oh, son of a fucking bitch. I'm like on the other side of the map. God damn it.
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected.
Dude, I already found one of
How
them.
to work then? I'm confident I can return the moon seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand.
Fuck.
I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
What is this strange growth on the grounds?
While it may seem like some sort of invasive species, the substance we've been calling corruption is actually a physical manifestation of Chthon's dark influence.
How can it continue to spread in his absence?
The ever-resilient Darkhold keeps his ambitions alive, tempting the lost and desperate towards the darkness. With each new follower, his power here is rekindled.
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal.
That explains why you don't have a girlfriend.
I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me.
What do we need?
This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I am glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter.
Oh
The
no.
answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
Oh, he's not racist.
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my hunter. Good luck, dear.
Whoa.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother, Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods the path towards their own corruption.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. They cannot possibly match your strength. Leave some for the rest of us.
Damn. That's crazy.
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
You are too weak for this fight. The light will carry you onward. You had your chance to escape. Your mother abandons you.
Damn. Damn.
They're still coming for me.
If you believe everything an old witch will tell you, when the now corrupt Set descended upon the Earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
not bother running. Feel my call. Their persistence is irritating.
Damn.
I am the only one left standing.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
Both tribes are being favored by the Elder Gods. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. This shall be of great help.
What the heck?
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest.
This looks like it's easy. father of serpents is smiling. Set revels in his blessing. If it was here, Autumn would show me. The goddess disagrees. Hippus does not seem to agree.
Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
Set is in good humor today. Perhaps I ask too much of him.
Where the fuck did she come from?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Ashtur?
I always respected Ashtur, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden, this was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Kathan. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him. Reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Kathan for me?
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster?
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
I need time to think about all of this.
I know it's a lot to consider. I don't expect you to take everything I've said at face value.
Thank you for finally sharing the truth, Sarah.
Thank you for listening, kiddo.
Set regards no obstacles.
Good day, Hunter.
Autumn does not answer.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you.
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still, how will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence. But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear. Take your time, dear. You've come a long way.
Man, I'm just happy to be here. Hmm?
Nothing can stand in his way.
Why is it that that's the way you are? Hmm? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Didn't he get... Never mind.
Autumn be praised.
Didn't Brock Lesnar get caught up in that Vince McMahon shit? Did you read the Vince McMahon lawsuit? That shit's crazy. Apparently him and John Laurinaitis were tag teaming this poor woman. Oh!
He does not seem interested in breaking that.
That shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't think. I didn't think. That was funny. I thought you loved ants.
Set revels in his blessing.
What's that even mean? Called me a bitch. That was another place, right? I'm trying to remember what other place. Ah, here it is. Let's break that bit.
Nothing can stand in his way.
No. Honestly, brother, that has never crossed my mind.